All right, so now we're on to part 2 of teaching your horse how to piaffe in hand. This is my horse Roman. He is a 6-year-old Hanoverian, and he is fairly proficient about the basics of learning to piaffe in hand. So I've gone around and touched all of his legs and asked him to respond to the gentle, frequent tapping of my whip. And now I'm going to teach him to trot off from the halt, but I don't want to trot around and around the arena. I just want to get to the trot and then stop. Go to the trot and then stop. Go to the trot and stop. I use my voice, my clucking sound, and my whip. I also move my feet in time with how I want him to move his feet. So I'll give it a try and you can watch. Here we go. Alright, so that one wasn't so great because he had been sleeping since we were talking. This one's probably going to be a little bit better. I'm probably going to be able to get a little bit crisper response into the trot. We'll give it a go. Alright, so that one was a little bit better. Got a little bit more of a crisp response into the trot, and I was able to ask him to halt right away. I've used my whip in front of his chest just as an additional block, just in case he thinks about passing me. Otherwise, I use my whip here, and I try to use my whip, my voice, and my feet all at the same time in unison for him to follow. Something else to mention is that I have this horse along the solid wall. This is very important because at this stage, the horse might just try to do a circle around you if he didn't have this border to assist him in staying straight. So you absolutely, at this stage, you absolutely have to keep your horse on the rail in order to teach him the basics of piaffe. So we're going to give this another try. I'm going to ask him to back up first because I want to wake him up again. And then I'm going to ask him to trot off right away, and we'll check and see how crisp his departures are. You're going to be in phase 2 for a while, but don't get discouraged. This takes a long time for the horse to understand that you just want him to trot off and stop. Eventually, he'll learn to not waste very much effort in actually trotting, but he'll learn to trot in place or almost in place, and that is piaffe.